Hello again. Mr. P here with another edition of Tone Matching. For today's episode, we'll be looking at Wisconsin Death Trip, the debut album from the industrial-tinged nu metal stalwarts, Static X. Hey there, if this is your first time joining me, I'm Mr. P, and welcome to my Tone Matching series, where I look at an artist's album, examine the gear used via interviews, pick a handful of tracks, and show you how to match the guitar tones on the recording. Before we delve into things, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button below to get updates on when my next tone matching video goes up, gear review, or my absolutely ridiculous rant series, Cup of Tea with Mr. P. So, button. Yay! Thank you. Founded in 1994 by guitarist Wayne Static Wells and Kenneth Ken J. Lacey, the Chicago duo would eventually move from the chilly Midwest to the sunnier pastures of Los Angeles, where Static X would officially begin. Originally called Drill, the band would also include bassist Tony Campos and guitarist Emerson Swinford, who would later be replaced by keyboardist and guitarist Koichi Fukada. Koichi came to the US from Japan and studied music at Berklee and Boston, simply because he had to go to school if he wanted to stay in the States. After 2 years in Boston, he realized that he liked heavy music and decided to move to Los Angeles in 1990. Koichi says his old band was rehearsing in the same building as Wayne, so he knew what kind of sound they had because every time he walked by the rehearsal space, he could hear them playing. I heard heavy guitar sounds and some programming sounds coming out of the room and thought, wow, I could do something with these guys. I had my computer hooked up in my old studio. One day I invited them over and showed them what I had. Wayne had a cool drum machine with him and was programming a very cool beat, so I knew I could work with him. The band would eventually ink a deal with Warner Brothers Records in February 1998 before releasing their debut album, Wisconsin Death Trip. Recorded between May and June of 1998, the album wouldn't be released until March of 1999. Wisconsin Death Trip was a sonic assault of machine-like sounding drums and precision, down-tuned guitars that eschewed a wall of sound akin to bands like Ministry, Helmet, and Prong. The band's producer, Ulrich Wild, was not the band's first choice, however, as they initially wanted Terry Date, known for his work with White Zombie, Prong, and Pantera, but when it turned out he wasn't available, the next best thing, his assistant, Ulrich Wild, turned out to be the man for the job. Wisconsin Death Trip would go on to hit platinum status and land the band high-profile slots like back-to-back main stage appearances on the Summer Ozfest 1999 and 2000 tours, and sold-out theater shows across the country. When discussing his rig, Wayne states, "My rig is extremely simple. I'm a firm believer in simplicity and the less is more philosophy. I use a Gibson Gothic V with Seymour Duncan distortion pickups. I run it through a Boss noise suppressor pedal into a Marshall VS100 and a 412 Marshall cabinet. I used to try and get all these effects units, preamps, and pedals to try and get the ultimate crunch sound, but when it all comes down to it, a Gibson through a high-gain Marshall is the crunchiest, fattest sound you can find. I used to run a JCM 900, but I switched to the Marshall Valvestate because it pushes a low end a lot harder." One might wonder why Static would switch to a solid-state amp over the raw cut of a tube amp. Wayne further elaborates that the trick to the Valvestate amp is that it combines a tube preamp with a solid-state power amp. You still get the tube crunch, but the solid-state power amp keeps the low end real firm. The Valvestate's bass is incredibly tight. Because we play along with drum machines and sequencers, our guitars need to be locked tight to the rhythm, or else it just sounds like this big wash of noise. The Valvestate has this real fast attack with a low end that just can't be beat. In the studio, Koichi relied on an all-tube VHT amp, so the sounds together are super thick, yet the two sounds are slightly different from each other. Most of the time, we pretty much play the same thing in order to get one big fat sound. Wayne also added that, "For the record, I did a left and a right rhythm track with the Valvestate. Koichi did one track right up the middle." For this video, I'll be using my buddy from Gibson Custom's Gibson Explorer tuned down 2 full steps to C standard. That's C standard, not drop C. This will be played through a Marshall VS102R Valvestate combo with a 212 mic'd with an Apogee Mic Plus. As always, all settings will be displayed on the screen for you to match up to. Now, let's go ahead and get into this.
rat my shovel?
And there we have it, folks. Your tone matching video for Static X's debut album, Wisconsin Death Trip. Crazy, the first time that I even heard of the band was off of a cassette sampler I got from a street teamer while waiting in line for a show in Fort Lauderdale. I was just completely blown away. That's about it for now. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below so my videos actually show up in searches, and keep up with my gear reviews, rant series, Cup of Tea with Mr. P, and the next episode of my tone matching series. I'm Mr. P, and I'll be seeing you soon.